trade with Crazii question 10.4 review of physics March market itself, right? I am doing this recording outside, so a little bit noisy, but nonetheless itself, right? As long as you continue to listen, you should be able to get some great information from today. Now, today we're going to have a very good one. It's the whole market of yesterday. I want to cover this in depth, so let's go into the detail right now. Okay, so let's look at gold yesterday. So yesterday, gold was at 3019 opening price with the MLP at 3015, right? So because the inverse pivot, we expected the market to be a tight range trading, and it's something I warned you guys yesterday. Now, even though despite the KSI, the KCX are all bullish, but we know that the market will likely be range bound. And let's just see what happened. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute chart to break down the series. Okay, the start of the day, let's take a look. Now, at the start of the day itself, as usual, the first 1.5 hours, I already said no trading. I've been saying this for a longer time. Please don't trade the first 2-3 hours of the gold market. It will not have much impact. First of all, draw the white line. So you can see that. So if you buy here itself, it's absolutely correct. The stop loss we place here. This is the stop loss. Can you see that? Okay. And then after that, after a few bars of range bound, a new diamond four diamond appear, right? So for those who haven't buy, you can basically draw a white line here, okay, and stop loss here. So this is a stop loss, and this is your entry. So for those who didn't buy the first time, you can buy the second time here. Now for those who bought the first time, okay, you can add position. Yeah, you can add position, and you can shift your stop loss to here. Interesting, right? Yes, that's how it works. So you notice that now, as the market escalates, right? By the time you reach this point, you will notice that you actually did about 2 to 3 times profit already. Where some of you will ask, can I take profit? Of course you can. Now aiming for KTR +1 or -1 is a target. But if your if your range is small and your profit now is already 2 to 3 times, do consider take some partial profit. Give you an example. I say you do this, okay? So you buy here, right? Here is where you buy, and this is a stop loss, right? Okay. And you know the KSI, the KCX are all with you, so you let it run. So now this is your X unit, okay? And the market went up to the highest point, and you can see that it's easily about 2x of profit. What can you do? So basically, the first thing is you can take partial profit here. At the first X, right? +1x. Yeah. Okay. What you can do is I can take partial profit. So example, if you buy example 1.0 contract, you can take 0.5 here itself. Isn't that good? And then after that, you shift your stop loss to somewhere around here to ensure that your SWL is in place after you book half a profit. Now the market continue to go up to the second X itself. You can now basically take another profit of 0.25 in this case, and then shift your stop loss from this point now to this point. Can you see that? So if you do that itself, right, you went for 0.75, you're aiming the remaining 0.25 to aim for the KTR, but your SWL is somewhere around here. Can you see that? So now think about this right now. Your SW is somewhere around here, and you've taken already 0.75 profit. Now the market starts to pull back, you will be tripped over here, and you're out of the game. Now you have basically take profit somewhere around here and somewhere around here. So overall itself, right, you do make money from this trade. Would you like this idea? Okay. Now, as the market goes down, down, down. Once you break OP, can I sell? Of course, OP rule, you're allowed to sell. And with the KSI red, KCX blue, of course you can sell. So the first target you can see is MLP, which the market really come down, hits there, and be a small rebound. Let's tell you again, our MLP is something very secret in the market. Now, after this itself, after one long while, there are 2 diamonds. Now, I told you before, when the market is coming down and there's 2 diamonds in the market, it's always good to take note of this. So let's go through the whole process again. So first diamond appear, put your entry here and your stop loss here, right? So if you have purchased it over here, you will stop loss immediately. Lose money? Yes. Painful? Nah, it's okay. Let's try again. So next one, the next diamond appear, you draw the line, okay? Stop loss now. This stop loss is too near, right? Because it's like one small bar. So once if it's too near, you can put at the nearest lowest point, which is this case. So now you have a new range. Your entry will be here as you bought, and your stop loss is here. So this is your new range for X. Okay, and repeat the same process. Every 1x, 2x, 3x's, take 50% of your stake. So in this case right now, you can take 1 profit here, 2 profit here, and 3 profit here, and then move your stop loss accordingly at every level. Can you see that? Yes, that is how you build up. Of course, some of you will argue, why don't we just hold it all the way to KTR? Wouldn't it be more beneficial? Well, like I say again, guys, of course you can say that, but eventually the market did go all the way to the KTR level. It did. All right, but again, if you're taking some partial profits, right, maybe you already taken, let's say, maybe 50%. All right. So the remaining 50%, you can consider not to take anymore, and they run since the KSI is so green, the KSI is so black, and they run. Interesting. And when the market break pivot 2, it goes to KTR plus 1 in this case. All right. So once hit KTR, you notice the market stop there. And that is a critical level because you know pivot 2. Yes, pivot 2 is after it's like a resistance. So when the market basically fails to stay above it and the CCYR and the pivot 2 become a sell signal. And of course, you look downwards, the nearest technical point will be OP. And the market took all the way down, all the way to OP. Interesting. Crazy, right? So let's go through the process again. There's a 4 diamond and a 1 diamond at the same time. It's supported by MLP this case. So again, you can go through the same process, draw the line, buy, and let it run up. And in this case right now, you can see the market go all the way up to the first technical point, which closest of our eye, and that is the pivot 2. So again, itself, right, guys, you just follow this. This is like a really simple day. You have something to follow, know your rule, you can do it. Then after that, the last part of the day, we have a 4 diamonds appearing. And by this time around, if you do this, you draw 4 diamond, the market failed to stay really above it. And with the pivot 2 resistance over here, once the market do a CCYR, can tell you guys this is where I will short the gold. So stop loss, you put it here. This is where you short your gold. And you can see the first target level was OP given. The next target level, MLP given. Can you see that? And after that, so the rest of the day, it's a night market, ding dong, which we don't trade anymore. So in short itself, right, that's where we end about 15:55, so plus 5 is around 10 p.m. Singapore time. Okay? All right, guys, please go through this video. I think it's very, very important. Learn through this, and I'll see you soon in this video. This is Kel signing off. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.